Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. We're just going to give a quick moment to clear the waiting room and make sure that folks have connected to audio.
And can you
Morning.
guys hear me? Morning.
We can hear you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Looks like the waiting room is cleared. Everyone is connected to audio. So with that, we can get started. Good morning. This is an administrative hearing before the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing. Today is Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to certain temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. We are joined this morning by the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing, Kathleen Joyce, and Director of Operations, Rebecca Fu. There's only one item on this morning's hearing agenda. I will read the item into the record. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the applicant. You'll make a brief presentation regarding the proposal, followed by questions by the Entertainment Division and an opportunity for testimony, beginning with elected officials or their representatives. For members of the public wishing to testify, please limit your testimony to 2 minutes, and please state your name, address, and affiliation, if any. The only application before the Entertainment Division this morning is Danny's Queer Bar, LLC, doing business as Danny's Queer Bar, located at 909 Boylston Street. The application before the Entertainment Division is to add the entertainment categories of audio device, jukebox, widescreen TVs, board games, karaoke, disc jockey, trivia, and floor show consisting of drag shows and comedy for 7 days a week until 2 a.m. Who's present on behalf of the applicant?
That would be me, Thais Rocha.
Great. Yeah, if you could please just briefly present the proposed entertainment concept to the Entertainment Division.
Yes, definitely. So at Danny's, there's a lot of things listed on the entertainment portion of it. Obviously, those things wouldn't happen all day, every day. We have the jukebox, which we would kind of use as background music during the day, which, people can kind of select music that they want to listen to. Same goes for the TVs. Those would just kind of be on to have something to, people have something to watch if, they want to. We would also use the TVs for viewing parties and things like that of different shows. And then as far as disc jockeys and things like that, we were hoping to have events in which we could have a DJ just playing music, kind of curated to the night or the theme. And then kind of same thing with the drag and comedy. So those would be on scheduled nights where people could come in, enjoy, even for brunches and things like that.
Thank you. Director Joyce, Director Fu, any questions?
Thank you very much. We're excited to see this application today. Just a few questions. When did you guys open?
We opened on September 12th.
Okay, so that's about a month ago. And I know when you went for your alcohol license, you did have a community process. Can you tell us a little bit today about what the process was like, and did you discuss the type of entertainment you were going to have?
I did, yep. So I had a meeting with the NAB, the Neighborhood Association of the Back Bay. At the time, I did explain to them what we were planning to do in terms of entertainment. And at the time, they also agreed that that would be okay. I did get an email from Conrad just a couple days ago stating that they have no issues and everything is in line from what we discussed at our ABCC meeting.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind sending us an email from Conrad for our records, that would be great.
Of course.
And your landlord, I'm assuming this type of entertainment is allowed in your lease?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just see. I don't have it in front of me, so if you wouldn't mind walking us through what the capacity is on each floor.
Of course. So the capacity, let me just pull that up. Apologies. All right, so the capacity on the first floor is 151, and the capacity downstairs, our lower level is 91, for a total of 242.
Okay. And then if you could describe for us, the experience of the manager.
Yeah, so that would be me. So I have been doing, I'm also one of the owners here, but I've also been doing, I'm a part of LGBTQ nightlife events. It's another business endeavor of ours, where we host different events where we hosted different events at different venues around the city of Boston and the surrounding cities, where we would hire drag queens for performances. We've had some comedy nights, we've had board game nights, we've had a whole bunch of different things to do around the city. And with opening the bar, we were, looking to just bring that all into just one space. So everyone has, or, everyone in the LGBTQ community has a dedicated space to go to for those kinds of things that we did outside of our own venue.
Okay. And I know this was a club before that did have music on the lower level. Curious for our information, could you tell us anything about the type of noise mitigation? Was there?
Yeah,
what-
so as
Sorry.
far as, yeah, of course. So as far as the noise, primarily the majority of the sound will be projected from the lower level. It's a brick building, so it doesn't really come up high. On the first floor, we have our windows don't open in the front, so the sound doesn't go out into the street, and we have the volume set at a volume where it can't be heard from the outside. Same with the residents upstairs. We've spoken with them and made sure that they are not able to hear any of the music. We've been testing and stuff like that. And so far, every test that we've done, they haven't mentioned anything to us, or they said that the volume is fine.
Okay,
But there is a sound difference. So the upstairs portion is lower than the lower level,
okay.
volume
Great.
wise.
Helpful.
Mhm.
And you are open, and like, should there be noise issues that arise? Not that you can predict them right now. Is there a contact person that we could get in touch with if we get complaints here, or if, let's say, somewhere down the road, the neighbors complain to us?
Of course.
Sometimes it's just as easy to contact someone in real time and say, we think the bass needs to be lowered or something like that.
Yeah, of course. I'm available anytime that's needed.
Okay, and we'll, as the entertainment starts to be built out, we'll get a contact number for you, or make sure that we have the correct email on file for you. Do you restrict age after a certain hour or certain days?
Yep, so we are actually age restricted 24/7. So we are 21 plus venue always, and that is per our insurance.
Okay,
So we do have a sign out front that says it's right on the window. It says patrons must be 21 and over to enter.
okay. I just want to confirm, you're not looking to have a dance floor, are you?
No, we don't have space for a dance floor.
Okay, and then do you think there would be ever an event where you would move tables and chairs to allow patrons to dance in their like spots?
Yeah, so as far as that, we wouldn't be able to do that because we're limited on space on where we can put those tables and chairs. So we really have no need to move those.
Okay. Thanks for allowing us to go through these questions. They might
Oh,
seem
no, no problem.
tedious, but it's to help us make sure we get the correct information on the license. Will you be using promoters?
No.
Okay. And then do you anticipate having a cover charge for certain events, or people buying tickets at the door?
Yes, so we do intend to do that in the future. And it also, even outside of if we were to have a DJ and things like that, we've noticed that on Fridays and Saturdays, it kind of just deters the wrong crowd from coming in if we don't have a cover. But we do have it posted when we do have a cover.
Okay, and then I don't know if we've received it yet. Let me see. Oh, before I get to that, do you have cameras on premise?
We do. We have, I believe it's 16 or 17 cameras.
Okay, do you know how long they record video footage for, store video?
90 days. 90 days.
Great. That's great. And then, do you have security staff that works the door?
We do. So on a nightly basis, like on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which we tend to be on the more busy side, we have 6 security staff. We have 2 people at the door, and then checking IDs, bags, and things like that. And then we have 4 other security guards floating between the 2 spaces.
Great. And lastly, we'll ask, if you haven't done so yet, to submit a security plan to the division that would include information like, you know, your dispersal plan at the end of the night, how you're going to avoid people loitering outside.
Okay.
Any sort of emergency and operations plan. We'd like to have that on file.
Perfect.
And
Sorry,
now,
just taking some notes.
yeah, no, sure. I'm gonna turn it over to Rebecca Fu to see if I've missed any of the questions, and she usually has some additional questions.
Covered most of it. My only question is, will there be other managers on staff on nights when you're not there?
Yes,
Always.
so we have, yeah, so there will always be a manager on site. We have a general manager who will be here when I'm not here. We also have a service manager who is currently in training, who will also be here in the event that one of us isn't here. And then we are also in the process of training some bar leads, kind of like acting supervisors, and things like that.
And then I think you covered everything. Oh, just like administrative, I had emailed you, I just need some documents sent over.
Oh, I
Me.
forward those over to you.
Oh, you did,
sent
oh,
it
okay,
as file, yeah, there were a
Okay.
little too many of them, so I compressed it.
okay, beautiful, thank you. Yeah, I have no further questions, thank you.
Director Joyce, any further questions before we move to testimony?
No questions, thanks.
Okay, with that, we'll see, are there any individuals with us this morning who would like to testify, beginning with elected officials or their representatives?
Yes, Connor Newman with the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Services. At this time, the Mayor's Office will defer to the Chairwoman. Regarding community process, previously, as you heard from the applicant, they had been in contact with NAB, and we're pleased to hear that they remain in contact with them. Historically, we know that NAB has had some concerns regarding noise on the ground level across all of Newbury Street, so it's great to hear that most of the programming will be downstairs. It doesn't sound like there'll be an issue there. We're unaware of any concerns at this time. We've heard nothing but good things since the establishment opened. And just ask that they continue to work with the community and abutters. With that, we'll defer to the Chairwoman. Thank you.
Thank you, Connor. Are there any other individuals with us this morning who wish to testify on this matter? If so, you may unmute yourself and do so.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah, if you could please identify yourself, and then you'll have up to 2 minutes to provide your testimony.
Great. My name's Tara Dickoff. I'm a local drag queen and event producer who's worked with LGBTQ nightlife in the past, and I wanted to give my hearty recommendation for Danny's to receive this license. I think it's important that we keep in mind that in the United States, there's less than 40 lesbian bars. We're lucky to have Tia and Thais opening a venue like Danny's in our city. It has already fundamentally changed what it means to be a sapphic person in this town. Otherwise, nightlife is not a safe place for queer women or non-binary or trans people to exist, period. Danny's is one of the only places in this city where people of that community can comfortably congregate and build connections. If you're truly committed to having Boston be a space that's safe for all LGBTQ people, I think you'll not only approve this license, but do everything you can in all of your power to try to keep supporting Danny's Queer Bar, because things like this don't happen easily. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Are there any other individuals with us who would also like to testify in support or opposition of this proposal?
Hi, sorry, I can't, I'm unable to turn my camera on at this point, but my name is Emily and I'm a local Boston comedian. And I've been performing in like the Boston space for around 4 years now. I also wanted to give my testimony and say that I've been both like a social friend and also been able to visit Danny's multiple times since its opening. And I think that it's not only a wonderful asset to our community, and I think that it can both be used to draw in and host queer events, especially in a comedy scene that isn't super welcoming for minorities as well.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the testimony. Are there any other individuals who would also like to provide testimony?
Hello, everybody. Just French here, also known as DJ Frenchie, longtime activist in the community, as well as obviously a DJ in the community. I've worked in many venues in Boston and around the country, and nobody is more deserving of a license than T and Thais and Danny's Queer Bar. Boston has a long way to go in nightlife, but this is a good step in the right direction. So I really hope that you guys approve this, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'll ask one last time. Were there any other individuals who would like to provide testimony on this matter? Great, seeing none, the Entertainment Division will take this matter under advisement. That is the only item before us today. The division will issue a written decision. With that, that will adjourn this morning's hearing. So thank you all, and please do enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you as well. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Got it.